Now, a smartphone app has been launched in the UK to record and remotely store footage of police stop and searches. A law firm is actually behind the move and does say it is to ensure there is evidence of any interaction with police. Well, the criminal lawyer behind the app does say it can provide a different perspective on an incident compared to police body cam footage, where cameras are sometimes turned off or recording is lost. The new app uploads footage to the cloud in real time, so if something happens to the phone, the video is preserved. Now, the launch does come amid growing debate about the disproportionate use of police stop and search on the black community. The latest annual figures for England and Wales do suggest that black people are stopped more than anybody else. In fact, they are 10 times more likely to be searched than white people. The controversial practice was brought in amid a spike in violent crimes in the country. Stop and searches are now up 40% this year in London alone, and police claim the practice is only used when necessary.
Stop and search is never used lightly, and police officers will only exercise their legal right to stop members of the public and search them when they genuinely suspect that doing so will further their investigations into criminal activity, whether that means looking for weapons, drugs or stolen property.
Well, we're pleased to say we can now talk to Michael Herford. He's the lawyer and designer of this new app, and you're very welcome. Thanks for coming on, Michael. One thing here, I just wondered why you felt it was necessary to develop a special app for this particular purpose. Why can't people just use the cameras that are already on their phones?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me on, and dobry den to the Russian community out there. I developed this app because it's something that's been causing much strife for generations in the black and ethnic minority communities, although I must stress that this app is not just aimed at black and ethnic minority people. It's for anyone who is at risk of being stopped and searched. And as you've mentioned in the lead up to this piece, black and ethnic, well, especially black people, are 10 times more likely to be stopped and searched. It's something that's happened to me. It's something that would have happened to, it has happened to my father, and for generations it's been going on. And I thought that there needs to be an ability for the people being stopped and searched, and lawyers potentially, if there's allegations of any misconduct by the police, to rapidly assess the evidence, which is what this app's designed to collect and protect, as soon as possible. Because in ongoing litigation, often it's very hard to get hold of police footage if indeed they do capture it themselves. Police have body-worn cameras which sometimes aren't activated, or sometimes they don't have them. And even if they are activated, any criminal law practitioner will tell you, not just in the UK, I suspect, but globally, that it's very hard to obtain that footage. And it's a very valuable piece of information that it captures what happened without fear nor favour. It can't be bullied or intimidated, and it will be a very valuable asset, I suspect, for people when the unbelievable happens. Okay. They will now be believed.
And just coming back to the question of why can't people just use that camera that's on their phone already? Presumably, I mean, you've looked at this, and the experience of people has been it's very difficult, is it, to do it when you're being stopped and searched, or to do the right thing? Why this particular app?
Well, this app allows people for their footage to be protected, because I'm not saying it's common practice, but there will be people that will be able to report to you where their footage has been lost or destroyed. And of course, if the phone is actually damaged, say in an arrest, or it's actually deliberately damaged, or it's been confiscated, then that person cannot get hold of that footage, and nor can their lawyers. And so this allows for real-time upload to a protected platform where, should that person feel the need to obtain that footage, and I suspect that that will only be done in quite extreme circumstances, they can get hold of that footage and seek legal recourse should that be appropriate.
What's been the police response to this app?
My understanding is that they haven't made a comment as yet, and I suspect that they will. Well, hopefully it will make them think about their engagement with the community, which isn't working at the moment, and I think a good look needs to be taken by themselves about how they engage with the community and use, there are frontline charities out there that are working with the police, trying to improve community relations, because I am testament that it's happened to me where the unbelievable happened, and people wouldn't believe what happened to me unless I had that footage, and that's what inspired my creation of this app. Right. Actually,
we've just got a couple of minutes. Have you got time just to explain what happened to you there, Michael, just quickly?
Very briefly, yes. I was in a car with 4 other law students, as it happened, and we were driving back from from Brighton to London, and we experienced what was a hard stop with 2 police vehicles blocked us in, and the stop was done extremely aggressively, where the police were swearing, and it was truly shocking, and it just made everyone panic. And had I had the ability, if there was an app that was available that would have uploaded that footage where it couldn't be destroyed, then maybe I would have been able to seek some recourse.
OK, and just very quickly, what's the app called and where can people get it?
The app is called Legal Lifelines. They can get it on Apple and Android. It's free to download and free to use. And it also brings people knowledge in regular webinars and articles from the best of the best minds in the UK.
Michael, we've run out of time, but best of luck with that. That was Michael Herford, the designer of that new app. Thank you.